Then come to question number 5. An investor evaluating the returns of 3 recently formed exchange traded funds gathers the following information. Exchange traded funds ETF means the portfolio designed by exchange itself by including various different sectorial companies. So you may not you may not need a portfolio manager. If you are liking that particular ETF, you can directly make an investment in ETF because it is professionally designed by the stock exchange. Is it clear? Are you getting the idea? Huh? It's like a mutual fund, but mutual fund is managed by mutual fund managers, portfolio managers. They are selecting companies belonging to different sectors, okay, on an individual basis. Those who are mutual fund service providers, they are making it. But ETF is a kind of fund which is controlled and managed by the stock exchange itself. They are choosing the different sectorial companies and making a bunch of investment. So we can make direct investment to it. It's clear? So ETF 1, 2, 3, information given like this. There are 3 different types of ETF and the time is given. Time since inception is given 146 days. This information given in terms of days. Here is given 5 weeks and here is given 15 months. Okay, and the return also given since inception until now. Okay, 4.61, all the returns in terms of percentage, 1.10 and 14.35. This information is given and they are asking to calculate the ETF with the highest annualized rate of return is. Which ETF is having highest annualized rate of return? So again, how to calculate it? Individually, you have to calculate return of ETF 1. Return of ETF 1 equals to 1 plus R to the power 1 by N. Okay, this is how you have to calculate ETF 1 return. You have to use power 1 by N and the rest of the formula is same as we are doing. Again minus 1 and then multiplied by 100. So for ETF 1 plus rate of return is 4.61%. So that will become 0.0461 and 1 divided by, here we need to change 1. According to given information, for ETF 1, the holding period until now is 146 days. So in place of 1, we have to write 365. 365 days divided by 146. If information given in terms of weeks, then we have to write 52 weeks divided by 5 weeks. If information given here in terms of months, so in place of 1, we have to write 12 months divided by 15 months. And if information is given in terms of quarters, so in place of 1, we have to write 4 quarters divided by whatever is the given information for quarter. Maybe 1 quarter, 2 quarter or 3 quarter like that. Okay? Yes.
Isn't this 146 over 600?
No. 1 divided by R. 1 by n.
If we divide, we will get 1 point something. But this is not 146 is not 1 year.
It's a fractional time, no? 365, one formula is saying 1 by n. In the power you have to write 1 by n. And in place of 1, what will come? If days are there, 365. If weeks are there, 52. If months are there, 12 months. If quarters are there, then 4 quarters. Okay? And divided by n. N means the number of period which is given in the question. 1 is constant. Okay? Then finally minus 1 and then multiplied by 100. So what return is coming for ETF 1? 12.9. 11.9.
Yes.
11.9%. So ETF 2 and 3 you can do it later. Okay?
So it's going to be the return of ETF 1 for 1 year, yes? Annualized.
No, not for 1 year.
146 days.
Since inception until now. Holding period. It is holding period return. It is the return of 146 days.
No.
He means 11.9.
What's the difference between 4.61 and 11.9%?
4.61% is only for 146 days. And this is annualized return.
Yeah.
This is for a year. Look at the question what they are asking. The ETF with the highest annualized rate of
So it's
return.
going to be annualized return.
Yes. It's an annualized return. Holding period return is already given here 4.61
Yeah.
for 146 days. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
So ETF 2, ETF 3 you can do later. Okay? Then come to next question. Yes. Question number 6. With respect to capital market theory, which of the following assets characteristics is least likely to impact the variance of an investor's equally weighted portfolio? So you have to find the reason which is least likely to impact the variance of the investor's equally weighted portfolio. Variance of portfolio means asking for standard deviation. Okay? So you remember the formula of standard deviation?
Square root of variance.
Standard deviation of portfolio, you can write it like this also, and otherwise you can write it like this also. And the formula is sigma 1 W1 square plus sigma 2 W2 square plus 2 sigma 1 W1 sigma 2 W2, and in the question
Wasn't it also
I will
correlation?
Correct.
sigma 1 W1 sigma 2 W2, and I will write here correlation R.
Yes.
R between 1 and 2, and we are having one more formula, same sigma 1 W1 square plus sigma 2 W2 square plus 2 W1 W2, and 3 things I am deleting, sigma 1 sigma 2 and R12. In place of these 3 things I am writing only covariance between 1 and 2, because the formula of covariance itself is saying that correlation multiplied by sigma 1 multiplied by sigma 2. And here if you take covariance left hand side and both the standard deviation here at the denominator side. So you will get to know correlation as well.
Yeah.
So these are the different formulas to calculate standard deviation of portfolio.
But it assumes
So-
that we only have two stocks, yes?
Based on this formula, we have to identify the answer, particularly for this question. Okay? In this formula, understand the meaning of the terms. Sigma 1. First of all, this formula has been designed to calculate standard deviation of a portfolio in which you are having two assets. Only two assets. Okay? And in some proportion, you have made your investment in those two assets. That proportion may be any percentage. Maybe 10-90, maybe 20-80, maybe 80-20, maybe 40-60, 60-40, whatever. Is it clear? So that weightage, the investment which you have made in security number 1, that will be W1. Let understand like this, it is 10%. You have made 10% of your total investment in security number 1. Is it clear? So weightage will be 10%. Then here sigma 1 means the standard deviation of asset number 1, investment number 1. Is it clear? Then here sigma 2 means standard deviation of asset number 2, means investment number 2. And W2 means the weightage you have given to your second asset class, means second investment. If the first investment is 10%, obviously second will be 90%. Clear? And 2 is constant in the formula. All the terms I already explained. Here R12 is correlation of returns between investment 1 and investment 2. Is it clear? And in place of these three things, you can write covariance also. So just delete these three things and can write covariance, because the covariance formula is like this. So in this, if we delete these three terms, we can write covariance directly. And with the help of this formula, you can also calculate correlation. Okay?
What to do if you have 3, 4, 5 assets?
It goes until n. Yes. This formula goes until n.
Is there a shortcut?
Shortcut.
There is no shortcut, no.
It's mathematically there, like,
Yes.
oh my god.
But so far as academic purpose, we are having only two securities like this.
But
It goes until 3, 4 and n. It goes until n.
But I think in the course we have 10 stocks and we need to calculate it for 10.
Yes.
Is it?
So you can make one formula only in the Excel sheet and just put the data, you will find the answer. Only one time exercise, you have to make the formula in Excel sheet. Okay? And you will find the answer. No need to do again manually for n number of securities. Okay? So according to this formula, the standard deviation of individual investment is affecting the standard deviation of portfolio. The weightage is also affecting, individual weightage of the investment is also affecting the standard deviation of portfolio. But here, the returns, they have not mentioned in the formula. Okay? Individual standard deviation is there, weightage of the investment is there, but returns are not there. So amongst the given three options, option number A is the right answer, return on asset. Return on asset is having least impact on the standard deviation of our portfolio. Is it clear?
Yes.
They are saying least impacting.
You said return on assets, yes?
Return on asset, yes.
Thank you.
Option number A is the correct answer, because option number B is standard deviation of the asset. Standard deviation of the asset is impacting. This will impact our answer. Is it clear? And covariance of the asset. So covariance will also impact our answer. Whatever coming in the formula will definitely impact our answer. And whatever is not coming in the formula will not affect our answer. Okay?
Yes.
Then come to question number 7. A portfolio manager creates the following portfolio.